He suggested we head off on our own mission, 500 miles east of Istanbul, to a region called Cappadocia. We launched our search for this Christian history in a hot air balloon and came upon one of the most bizarre and dramatic landscapes on Earth. From above the clouds, it looks like a city of stone. And when you approach the cliffs, you see doors and windows carved by hand into the rock, eons ago. It's extraordinary enough from the outside, but open one of the doors and step inside, and you enter a world of unfathomable beauty. Chapels with frescoes painted while Rome was still ruled by the Caesars, and Bethlehem and Nazareth were dusty little towns. Are there any Christian remains as old as this in the Holy Land, in Jerusalem or Bethlehem?
Not that I know of.
Our guide, Sevim Karabayik, told us, much to our surprise, that the 4 Gospels were written in Turkey, and that 3 of the apostles spread the word here. There are hundreds of these churches in Cappadocia where Christians sought refuge from persecution, the oldest built in the 5th century when Christianity was in its infancy. Do you think many Christians realize it all started here in Turkey?
Personal experience? No.
It all started in the Holy Land because that's where Jesus is
that's
from.
Where it's taken shape.
Nobody disputes that, but the Christian religion began in Turkey.
In Anatolia, in Turkey.
The Patriarch then sent us to the depths of the Sinai Desert, to a Greek Orthodox monastery where early Christians also sought protection. It's called St. Catherine's, and it's located at the foot of Mount Sinai, where, according to tradition, Moses received the 10 Commandments. It's the oldest functioning monastery anywhere. There are 25 monks here today, servicing the smallest diocese in the world. The monks are all Greek, with one exception.
Altogether, we have 3,300 manuscripts written.
The chief librarian, overseeing an incomparable collection of ancient manuscripts, is Father Justin.
But most of these date from the 10th to the 14th century.
A converted Baptist from El Paso, Texas. He showed us the monastery's collection of Byzantine icons, the largest and oldest collection in the world. Then he took us to what the Patriarch really wanted us to see, a little-known letter written by the Prophet Muhammad almost 1,400 years ago, signed and sealed with his handprint, offering protection and religious freedom to the Christians of the monastery.
These are precedents from Muhammad himself for toleration and peace among people of differing faiths.
The Patriarch then brought us back to the 21st century and Turkey, to his own backyard. He took us for a ride on an island off of Istanbul in a carriage with a police escort. The Patriarch wanted to show us that Muhammad's message of tolerance has not been received by the Turkish authorities. His prime example, the Halki School of Theology, the only Greek Orthodox seminary in Turkey, empty and abandoned. No priests, no prayers. Thank you, Your Holiness. It's very kind of you. The Halki was closed down by Turkish authorities after passage of a law banning private higher education. That was back in 1971.
It's a pity and a shame. It's a crime to keep such a school closed, unused, for no reason. Why?
Reasons of state.
Reasons of state.
As a consequence, the church can't train new priests, potential new patriarchs, who under Turkish law have to be born in Turkey. It's as if Rome closed down the College of Cardinals. The hallways where 100 young seminarians roamed are desolate now. The library's priceless collection of old manuscripts lies untouched. Walk into a classroom, and it seems as if the students had just gone home today, not 38 years ago.
This school prepared people who preached peace, preached unity, preached love. So not giving to the possibility to prepare these people, we offend human dignity.
The Patriarch says it not only offends human dignity, it offends him personally, because this is his alma mater. Halki is where he studied to be a priest. So you studied in a classroom just like this?
Yes, for 7 years.
The Patriarch was born Demetrius Archondonis in Turkey.
Christos Anesti Seolus.
Like all Turkish citizens, he served in the Turkish army. He was ordained at the age of 21 and elected ecumenical patriarch in 1991. But the Turkish government does not recognize the ecumenical or international part of his title. To them, he is merely a local bishop.
I have visited the Prime Minister, submitting our problems, concrete problems, and asking why, and asking to help us.
Do you get answers?
Never.
Do you sometimes fear that the community will be wiped out?
Not really. We survived. We do believe in miracles.
And that, the Patriarch says, is because Turkey is also the Holy Land, spiritually not very far from Jerusalem.
And this is the continuation of Jerusalem, and for us it is equally a holy and sacred land. We prefer to stay here, even crucified sometimes, because in the Gospel it is written that it is given to us not only to believe in Christ, but also to suffer for Christ.
You said even to be crucified sometimes.
Yes, because we believe in the resurrection. After the crucifixion, resurrection comes.
Do you feel personally, Your Holiness, that you are being crucified sometimes?
Yes, I do.